a good idea. I don't know.
We're recording.
Yeah, we know.
Okay.
You get a juice?
No.
You don't need one.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Cool. Well, here we are.
Bid 25.
Big
It's older than me.
25 is the same age that if you add all of our ages up,
Yeah, that's true.
it's 25.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow. Well, it's been a wild ride, hasn't it, boys? Hey, it's okay, Joe.
I mean, the question that the audience members are dying to learn is when is Taking Care of Business podcast coming out?
Oh, I think that one's on between seasons too.
Right.
We're
We're trying to get Matthew McConaughey on contract for the next one, and it's negotiations are troubled.
It's true. It's a tough cookie, that one.
Mm-hmm.
We need it to come out. I haven't even seen it.
You wouldn't like it.
I've seen a trailer for it. Saw it months and months ago. Do you remember?
Right. I remember.
Saw a trailer for it in a parking lot.
I think
Like it's super secret. Like you can't even
It is
send
secret.
it. You can't send the file to anyone.
Yeah.
I think that was just gonna be the show. It was gonna be like a minute long. I'm pretty sure.
But what is it? How long is it?
Like we recorded for like 30 minutes,
Yeah.
an hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I had a whiteboard that was bad. I don't know. And the sun went down. It was a good kind of pilot for this.
It was. Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Could be coming back.
could be. You know, whiteboards are good.
Whiteboards are good.
I don't have notes this week.
It's like I was a fan of Taking Care of Business before they fucking sold out.
Yeah,
Became the fucking 503 podcast. Bullshit.
bullshit.
Dude.
Do we want to do like superlatives? we should have like a yearbook
Oh,
for
Most-
503.
Most dog.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're a fucking dog.
Did you guys ever play Evan's board game he made?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it good?
It's cool.
Yeah, it's really
Pretty
fun.
good.
It's pretty cool.
It was crazy because I've hung out with him like a week before we played it, and I was like, oh, this game's promising because he told me about it and he showed me like all these pieces he made,
Mm-hmm.
and then when we went to play it, it was totally different. What? Because originally it was going to be about putting pieces together and then you make food.
Yeah.
Like you get ingredients,
Mm-hmm.
but then like in a week he changed it to building like buildings
Yeah.
for like it's like an empty like town. I guess it's kind of like the Wild West or something.
It's like the
Yeah,
the
yeah.
construction version of
Yeah.
Monopoly.
Right.
Yeah.
You
So
can
it's
like
cool.
when you get like that version of like the red turtle shell is just like condemned.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, you have like squatters and they want to do like a squatters' rights case.
Yeah.
Like
Damn. Yeah, Evan's great.
Yeah.
I wish I could just like hire Evan to just be there all the time.
Well, you can if you get good enough.
If I get good enough, I'd have to get a really
Okay.
good job
If they're really good at
in
sales.
order to employ Evan 24/7 to just follow me around and say like funny stuff.
Yeah, little clever things.
Yeah, like just little like hey, did you know this? Be like, Evan, I had no idea.
Hey, do you think like celebrity entourages like know what they are, or do they think they have like a role? They're like, no, I'm marketing, but they don't do marketing.
I think they just think that they're like friends,
Mm.
and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about like Mark Wahlberg. It's the first thing I think about. And they're probably just like, we're hanging out. You know, oh yeah, my friend pays me to hang out with him all the time.
Right, but that would be so.
Strange.
Yeah, the second it hits your bank account, it's like, oh, that wasn't hanging out. That's
Yeah.
like officially, like he's sending you a W-2 next year
Right.
for hanging out.
But I think that could be
God.
genuine. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it could be if you're offering some kind of thing.
Depends how far back you go. You know what I mean? If they have a bunch of new people.
That's how good of friends.
It's
you
probably
are.
a little more seamless if like you work for his company, so like he kind of does your taxes too. So like, you don't even see
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
You just know that when the card swipes, it doesn't. They don't give it back to you.
Yeah,
It's
and
like,
you have a bed on the bus,
right. You
It's
bet on the
just-
bus.
and you have a room in the mansion.
Maybe like a guest house room.
Yeah.
I feel like if like I did that with Evan, he would just pull like an Elvis on me. And just be like, well, we got to go do this, buddy. Like, hey, friend, like, let's go to my house and hang out with my brother.
Is that what
He would be
Elvis
the
does?
manager?
Yeah, like,
Oh.
I
He
would
would
just
be
slowly
Elvis,
turn
yeah.
into, like,
Oh,
his pawn.
He'd be the colonel.
Yeah, he would be the colonel.
Let's go to Vegas. No,
Yeah, like, he
no.
would just suggest ideas, and I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, it's Kieran live every day. He just sits and riffs.
Evan, what would
For
I do
hours.
without you?
Yeah. You don't have a passport, you goddamn son of a bitch. I like somebody uploaded a bunch of clips from Elvis, but that one specifically, where he's like, "You don't have a goddamn passport, you son of a bitch," and it's the channel name is Girl Boss Clips. So that was cool. That they're like, we need every scene from Elvis. Oh, it even had like the goodbye scene when he saying goodbye to his wife and daughter.
Oh,
It's
my
like,
God.
I don't know if that's a win. Yeah, it's really sad.
Yeah. So good, though.
Yeah,
I saw that guy in the new Dune trailer today.
yeah. Austin Butler.
Yeah, he's bald
He's
in it.
bald. It's like black and
Really?
white for his shots sometimes. I wonder.
Flashbacks.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I saw a post someone calling him that bald guy in Barry, like the
Oh.
NoHo.
No, yeah.
Yeah, NoHo.
Dude,
That guy is crazy.
he is. He's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Yeah.
I'm not caught up. I feel like Cristobal died. There's like a weird like online.
I don't know.
Did you watch it?
I did watch it. I'm just saying I don't know.
I also watched it.
The new episode of
pretty
Barry.
Yeah,
good.
no,
Don't
yeah.
don't say nothing.
Yeah.
I just finished season 1. I'm really behind.
Yeah.
There's not that much left. Like it's a half-hour show, 3 more seasons.
Yeah, no,
Not
I-
even
but
3 more,
still.
2 more.
Two.
It's funny
No,
because
no, 3 more. This is season 4.
This is season
Right,
4.
right,
Yeah.
but like we're like 4 episodes in.
Yeah,
5.
but still.
5 of 8.
Sunday was 5? I thought
Yep.
I only had 2 to watch. Damn.
No, because there's like 3 premiere, right?
No,
there's
2
only
premiere.
4 out now.
There's 4. There's not 4. Not 4, not 5. I don't know.
No, I think it's
It's
just
like
4.
the same. If it's out of 8, it's like
But yeah,
we're halfway there.
me and Micah watched the series finale for the season 1, which
Starting now.
yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
And then I watched the latest episode, and I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
it's such a fucking great show.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
oh, it's end of season 1. That's the cabin.
Yes.
Yeah. I was thinking of season 2 for a second. No, it's like yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's so well. Every season ends with like a
Yeah.
big.
I mean, my favorite starting now is season 3. You know,
I know, yeah,
I love that guy.
dude. It's such.
Oh, the first episode is season 3.
No.
What?
You know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
You're not on, but he's looking at me like I'm doing something wrong. So I think-
Dude, it's so good. It's literally, I love it because it's like, it's not exactly like Breaking Bad or like Dexter, but it is, and it's just like I love that Bill Hader's the guy.
it's still funnier than Breaking Bad, though.
No,
Like,
it is, but
Breaking
it's
Bad
like
stopped
it's
being
the
funny by
same
the end.
tropes of like, oh, like
How's
he's
he
not
gonna get out
gonna
of this
find out
one?
that I killed this guy, you know,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
so good. Yeah, I was watching it the other day, and John and Issa walked in, and John was like, "I thought this was a comedy."
It is. It is. It is still really funny.
I know. I tried to
Yeah.
tell him. He was like, "This isn't funny."
it
He was
is.
like, "I'm sorry, but it is."
Yeah.
Damn.
Season 3 was pretty dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome. That was probably my favorite season.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great.
So good.
I think season 4 so far, the 2 episodes I've seen were funnier, like the Dave and Buster's thing, and
Yeah.
you know, and those weren't even like totally like played for as much as they could have, but it's just
Yeah.
like every scene there was like a little bit of something to laugh at, but then it was like, okay, we got to do the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're doing
So freaking good.
so freaking good.
I just watched West Side Story.
The new one?
Yep.
Yeah, good.
You see it?
loves it.
It was awesome.
It's awesome,
Right?
It's so good.
I haven't seen the original one.
Me neither.
I'd never heard like. I mean, I knew more of the songs than I thought I did
Mm.
because I just heard them like by osmosis.
Hmm.
Where every time a song came up, I'd be like, "Oh shit, this is that." Like
Mhm.
Maria. I'm like, "Oh shit, it's that."
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
it was so good. Spielberg just fucking got it. Bro.
Yeah, yes, but
It's so good.
especially on there, it's crazy.
Should-
I
couldn't-
saw an animated show of West Side Story as a kid,
Yeah.
and it was not like that. It was
Yeah.
like a school, like a really tall school with like a
Yeah.
city on top. Like it was not the same. I was watching the Spielberg thing. I was like, maybe they're both just nothing like the original.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch the original. It's gonna be like like East Coast versus West Coast, like 90s hip hop. Like,
Yeah.
It's just about Tupac.
Yeah. Couldn't Kieran be a good Tony?
sure,
He
yeah,
could.
he's Irish.
I was watching. I was like, yo, Kieran could do this, bro.
Yeah.
Aren't they-
Tony's Italian, I think, but
Tony's
Yeah.
Polish.
Polish.
His name is Anton.
Yep. I remember.
Yeah.
But I love it so much. So emotional.
You think that guy could be a superhero? The Baby Driver guy?
Anton Odort.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't he get canceled? I think he was doing some
He like
watch shit.
fingered a girl too hard or something. I don't remember,
I
but
don't know.
like they got him. But
Yeah.
he's still working.
Yeah.
Like he's doing like limited series like HBO shit. Like
Oh,
he's
yeah, he,
doing
did,
like actor shit.
what-
But
what
could
did
he
he do
be
that-
Spider Man? I don't know.
He did that like Tokyo show.
Yeah, with what's his face?
Michael Mann fucking directed the first episode,
Right,
which is
and
crazy.
yeah. My mom
Um,
watched it for some reason.
Tokyo Vice.
Yeah, my mom watches like HGTV. She was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm watching Tokyo Vice."
I kind of wanted to watch it, but I haven't.
Yeah, it's probably good.
But yeah, it was funny. They didn't have him like any of the press for West Side Story, even though it's like Tony's like the main guy. You know.
Yeah.
It's like Tony and Maria,
hmm
but
And I love their thing, but also like
yeah,
the beginning with like the gangs and stuff, and just like that kind of New York. And it looked like they like built a lot of it for real. Like
yeah.
it was
because I
so
watched the behind the scenes stuff too, and it's like they just took up a bunch of New York City.
yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah,
They're just like, hey, we're just taking blocks and blocks. We just have
right.
thousands of extras.
Yeah, we're just like evacuating the
Yeah.
city to make this movie. Yeah,
It's crazy.
it was cool.
Damn.
Kieran could be in West Side Story.
Yeah, he could. He can sing. He can dance.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my two talents.
Yeah, I feel like what's the Rife? Is that the guy who's like the leader of the Jets?
Yeah.
I feel like you're like Tony. I'm like Rife.
Mm.
Have never seen the movie, but
Tony like leaves. Tony goes to jail before it starts, and he gets out. He's like, I'm not going to be a part of the Jets anymore. I'm going to live a good life. And then Rife is like, what the fuck's wrong with you, Tony? Stop being a pussy. Like, come on, let's go kill some Puerto Ricans.
yeah, that checks out.
Yeah,
Damn.
but he's
Hell
lovable. You know, that's
Mhm.
the thing.
yeah. Okay.
They're
The
all
Sha-
lovable.
the
I love
Sharks.
everybody in that.
Yeah,
movie.
the Sharks. That's the
Sharks?
that's the Puerto Rican gang. Is the Sharks, and the ethnic whites are the you know, the Jets.
Damn.
I think Marvel's gonna try to do something like come back from this like slump they've kind of hit. Like they're gonna do something crazy in a movie to be like, no, like we're like with it, and it'd be crazy if they did like whites versus Puerto Ricans. Like,
Just the title of the movie.
yeah.
Whites versus Puerto Ricans.
They like make them sing like it's like West Side Story, but like everyone's watching it like, nah, this was not it. This is like this really bummed me out actually.
They have to make it more real. It's so
Bro.
disconnected from the real world now.
I know it's too much. I don't know, whatever people complain about fan service or
Well, it's just like, it's that funny thing of like when Iron Man comes out, it's like, oh, it's the world, and it's like, oh, Iron Man's a guy, but now it's like, how can it be this similar to the world?
Mm.
It's been like 15 plus years of like this crazy shit going down.
yeah.
How is the world not insanely different?
Right, how are people still on TikTok? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
But that's like always been the Marvel thing.
Mhm.
Is that it's always like, oh yeah, we're in New York City. And it's like New York City just gets destroyed every day.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is does Marvel have like are they done or like do they have any more stuff coming out?
They have a
Yeah,
bunch of
Guardians
stuff
comes
coming
out tomorrow.
Yeah, Guardians comes out tomorrow.
That is true.
That'll probably be cool.
Yeah.
I like that they released that one clip where it's like Star-Lord is explaining all the shit that happened since 2, which is like, oh yeah, that's funny. That's like the reason I probably won't fully love this movie is because it's not like a sequel, you know?
Right, it's like its own.
Because
Yeah.
it kind of has to, it's like, oh yeah,
It's been so long.
Gamora's dead and now she's back. It's a
Mhm.
totally different person. Like they have all the shit to explain,
Yeah.
which is like the cool thing. Because I rewatched those recently. Guardians 1 does not hold up as much as it did back when I was a kid, you know? But Guardians 2 is awesome. And it's like, it's really cool that it's
I
just like
agree with
it's just
that.
like a movie. It's just like a sequel.
Guardians 2's the one with Kurt
Kurt Russell,
Russell.
his
Yeah.
ego.
Yeah.
That one was really good.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, dude! At the end when the song starts playing,
The
it's
chain.
like, Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like you shouldn't have messed with me, and then it just goes, dude.
Shouldn't have broke my Walkman. Kill my mom.
Dude, that
You should have
whole
put a fucking
thing,
tumor in my mom's head.
everyone's buried, and they're like,
Yeah.
like I'm alive.
It was cool, just Drax holding up.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like one was like a tide shift in Marvel though.
Yeah,
for
it was
sure.
cool.
It's a
It's
cool,
still
like-
it's still probably better than a lot of them.
Yeah.
But it's that thing of I haven't watched a Marvel movie in like forever. So when I watched Guardians 1, I was like, oh, this is just like it's just like fine.
Yeah.
But
Also-
Guardians 2 does feel like actually like a good movie, regardless of the comparison. You know, like when you're watching them all in order, by the time you get to Guardians 1, it is like, oh my god, like this is so much better than a bunch of these.
Yeah.
But it's just without the comparison, it's just like pretty good.
Right. Just like as a movie.
Yeah.
Is Guardians the movie that Chris Pratt got like ripped for, or was
Yeah.
there something?
Or no, he got ripped for Zero Dark 30,
Yeah.
and then but I think he
Okay.
probably lost it and then got it back too.
I mean, he was skinny in
Okay.
Moneyball. When was that?
2012. Yeah, 2012, 2011. But that's the same time Zero Dark 30.
Right.
But
What about, like-
I think Zero Dark 30 got really ripped. But
What
he
about
was-
like the Voyager or whatever? The one with Jennifer Lawrence. Wasn't that
Yeah.
like a terrible movie?
that was
Oh.
that was like 2016. That's way later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know my head kind of does slot it back there though. That I
Um,
forgot about that
Because
movie.
he was in Parks and Rec where he's like the fat guy, but he wasn't even like fat.
Yeah.
But then he got like ripped for like Zero Dark 30 and then Guardians.
Yeah, he wasn't really that fat.
Yeah, he wasn't
He just like
really
had a
fat.
belly.
Yeah, but it's like Andy's so fucking fat, guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like nobody talks about like the fatter people in that show.
yeah,
It's
Jerry.
like, what happened to them? you
Right.
know?
Yeah.
Right. He was like goofy enough that you could
Ye-
just lay into him a little bit.
Yeah.
Right.
But then for like the last 2 seasons, it is just like, oh yeah, I'm ripped now.
Awesome.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, other than that, like, what has Marvel got? They've already told so many stories. Like, shut the fuck up.
The True Detective guy is doing a rewrite on the Blade script.
Crazy,
It's just I don't know.
crazy.
They have
I-
told a ton of
I hear
stories.
it's like I like the Twitter opinion of it because it's so like not life. Where like a lot of people on Twitter, my circles, are like excited about the Secret Wars series just because it has a writer from Mr. Robot. Where like maybe it'll be an actual show. It's like it's not gonna be an actual show.
No.
That's the thing that everyone thinks every time. It's oh the new Marvel show is good. It's like oh it's not a show.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're never making show. Like I think the only show they made was like She-Hulk and everyone hated it.
Yeah.
Dude, I only saw little clips of that, but that looked so bad.
Yeah, but it's at least it's like a show. All the other ones are like here's a 6-part thing. It's like it's just a movie.
Right.
You know, at least that's like
Yeah.
it's a show.
Yeah, there was like a thing every episode they had to do.
Yeah, and it's like 12 or 18. It's like it's episodes.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just like hey, we have this is an event.
Mm.
You know, it's like fuck off. But the Winter Falcon show sucked.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like one of those. It's like funniest is like the furthest extent I feel of like the Marvel thing too. Is like the bad guy has a point where it's just like. It's like the blip happened, so there's been 5 years. So it's about squatters' rights, pretty much. So everybody that was poor before it just was like, oh, we all have houses now. Everything's like this is better for us. But then everyone comes back, and then the governments are like, get the fuck out, like get back on the streets, you fucking bums. So those people, some of them become like terrorists because they're like, we can't just go back to living horrible lives because now that there's so much people here. But then it's like, well, they're bad because they bombed a building once. They shouldn't have done that. And it's like, no, they're cool, you know.
Yeah.
And then their leader dies, but the racist new Captain America lives and is redeemed because it's cool, you know. Yeah.
I feel like movies that have like a good song for the trailer, like where it's just like it just makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if the beat drops, like it just the lyrics kind of make sense to whatever the trailer is. Those movies are good.
Yeah.
Not
So
always.
Those movies, not always, but
To trick you.
I mean,
Yeah,
more
Birds,
likely
Birds
than
of Prey.
not.
Birds of Prey trailer was pretty good. Birds of.
The
Birds of-
first thing I was thinking about was the Suicide Squad,
Oh yeah,
the original one. Something about the Bohemian Rhapsody one.
Yeah.
But people didn't like that movie, did they?
Well, all right, dude. What about Beau's Afraid?
Yeah.
That had a cool song. I don't know. Stranger Things season 4.
What was this song
Was-
in that trailer?
It was Worlds Apart, Separate Ways
Oh.
by Journey,
That's
but they
good.
edited the shit out of
Yeah.
it. Like they made it sound so crazy.
Yeah.
Sometimes when they go out like that on the edit and like you can recognize the song, but it's like the movie trailer soundtrack, the actual song part of it sounds so out of place. It like throws me off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the one for Gemini Man, that Will Smith like clone movie, they had like I'm not gonna remember. It was like a very popular '80s song, and the words didn't even like really matter, but it was just like cinematic, like string music, and then it would be like, but it's like not connected. It was like very
Right.
stupid.
I mean, the first Guardians trailer is that Hooked on a Feeling, you know, and there's the guy wearing the headphones. Who you hear it like diegetic. And he's like,
Yeah.
those are my fucking headphones. And then it goes off.
Dude.
It's like perfect. I like the song of the new trailers
Like what?
for Guardians.
What song is it?
I hadn't heard about. Oh, In the Meantime by Hog. It's by
Mm.
Space Hog, I think. I don't know.
Mm.
It's like funny that it's like now they're using like 90s and 2000 songs because he like has the Zune.
Right.
So it's like
Cool.
Yeah, because I think
Zune.
because I think they released the soundtrack for it already. I think it's like Creep is in it.
That's cool.
Just like past the 80s, baby.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's such a part of why I like those movies. It's just like
Song.
it's just the one guy and he's like, I know this song from
Yeah.
Earth.
Yeah.
You guys want to hear it? It's like
Yeah.
the best song ever.
Yeah. That's also the funny thing about Guardians 3 that I saw someone point out once, which is really good, where it's like in Avengers like Endgame, there's so much going on that they don't have a moment to pause to have it be like, holy shit, like Star-Lord is back on Earth.
Yeah.
Like, so now it's like he's been on Earth since then.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's fine. It's like, holy shit.
Damn.
That's like the whole thing. That he's like afraid to go home. Like he's so like afraid of like going home and like coming to terms with shit that he doesn't open the gift his mom gave him for like 30 years.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, back on Earth, you know. And they go to, and then the holiday special, which I watched that like 2 weeks
that's
ago.
what
They
I
just
do,
go
yeah.
to Earth, like he doesn't, but it's like they can just go there. It's like there's nothing stopping him from going to Earth. So it's like that. I was kind of hoping this was like a launch shot, and they didn't do it. I was really hoping the holiday special would just be everything just resets. Like they just find Gamora and just like tell her everything that happened, and then Guardians 3 acts like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Like,
that'd
hey
be cool.
guys, but they didn't do that. But I was like, oh my god, that'd be so cool. They just were like, everything's the same.
That would be pretty cool.
That way, it's just 3 movies that are normal,
Yeah.
and not like, oh yeah, well after that second one, her dad fucking killed her.
Dude.
You know?
That's such
Yeah,
a,
you could just watch it on its own.
Yeah, it's like, what if like, in Dark Knight ends and Rachel's alive. Dark Knight Rises started and she's dead and Bruce is fucking a hermit. It's like, what happened?
Right.
It's
The
like, you should have watched the miniseries.
today they're doing 3-movie marathon in the movie
Oh,
theaters
yeah.
for Guardians, and
Yeah, I
you
saw
you
that.
can't watch Guardians 3 today. You have to wait till tomorrow. But if
Yeah.
you watch the marathon, I think it's in there, so it's like an 8-hour movie.
Yeah.
And that is going to be jarring. Like 2 just ends and then 3
Yeah, 'cause
starts,
what-
and there's like 10 years
Yeah,
past.
1
like,
and 2 would go well together because it's like it's directly after. I think like timeline is supposed to be like months apart,
yeah.
but then I think it's like 10 years after Guardians 2 that Infinity War happens.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like 10 or like 6 because it's like Groot ages slowly. Groot's like a baby in Guardians 2 and he's like a teenager, so it's actually like 10 years. But it's just they're so separate that you have no idea. Like Thanos isn't doing anything in the first one, you know.
damn.
Nuts.
I do like
But-
that that kind of trope of like, you know, where it's like they're fighting whatever and then at the end it's like the only way out is to reset everything. Is to press this button and just go back to the beginning.
What do you mean?
But then
It's
you
just like
can't be with the love of your life. That's
Yeah.
always the thing. Like,
It's just a cool trope. Like
What do you
I
mean
only
reset?
Huh?
What do you mean like reset?
Like in every time travel movie
Oh.
ever, where they're just like,
Yeah.
you can make it all back to the same, but the friends you made along the way will not know
Yeah.
your name. Like
You
that's
know?
fucking that found footage time travel movie, Spider-Man: No Way Home, etc. It's all of them.
Futurama. I can only think of Futurama,
Yeah.
but it's cool.
Yeah, I mean I didn't like it in No Way Home, but I also just didn't like the whole movie. So
Yeah. Have you seen
Solid.
Cop Car?
no, that's Yeah, John Watts movie.
Yeah, it's his other movie, and it's awesome. It's fucking great.
It's like what happened.
Right, like he just forgot how to make a movie, and then they let him make 3. Like,
Yeah. They made him, let him
It's-
make like one of the biggest movies of all time,
Right.
and it's like actually is like that's a nail in the fucking coffin of like that movie can do that well, and that people actually come over and are like that's actually like the best one. Like actually is like what has happened to the general public. You know what I mean? Where it's like, it actually blew my mind. Like that was one of the craziest theater experiences I've had. Just I went with like 10 friends, and it's like me and one of my friends were like, "This sucks" the whole time. But then like people way like far from us, like, "No, that was great." Like, what the fuck did you just see?
that
Like,
was me and my roommate during Infinity War Part 1. I
Yeah.
feel like so many people have told me that movie's like actually okay. That I feel like if I rewatched it, it might be fine. But in the theater, we were just like staring at it like. We were with a third person too who thought it was like cool, but like we just kept looking at each other and like laughing at everything. Like I just remember like the VFX felt like weird to me.
Yeah.
I was also super fucking high.
Yeah.
It's just-
Well, that because the first time I watched that is like when I watched like all of them. I skipped over like Doctor Strange stuff, and, like Captain Marvel, but I watched like all of them in like 2 weeks. So it's like, but Guardians were like lifesavers. I was like, oh, thank God, like there's a movie here.
yeah.
And then by the time I got to Infinity War, it was like, holy shit, like this one's great, just because it was like something happened,
Yeah.
like where that was like, it was like so it felt I was like, this is probably the best movie. It was not, but it was like just in comparison, all of them is so good, and I think it actually is maybe fine. Also, it's funny you should watch Black Panther 1 and then Infinity War because the VFX in Infinity War looked fucking near perfect in comparison.
Yeah.
Because they were made
yeah.
at the same time, and they were like, Black Panther, you get no VFX budget, so
Right.
it looks horrible.
And but Black Panther has like the best characters, like the villain with the robot
Yeah.
hand and Killmonger, like, and you know, Black Panther with like the secret city, like those are like good characters, and they all like did a pretty good job with it. And then you get to the end of the movie, and you're just like, oh, I could have made this.
Yeah,
Like,
but it's like in Infinity War, it's like, yeah, there's like too much going on. I mean, I like the Vision Wanda stuff. That's like the only like hook I really had in the movie.
it starts with them, right?
It's pretty early on, and that was like cool because it's like I watched the other ones. I was like, Civil War and Age of Ultron. I fucking hate both those movies, so I was like, I don't care about them. But it was just like, oh, they're just like on the run. I'm like, I like them. You know, I hope they get out of this. And then it's like, oh no, they don't. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, Marvel kind of sucks. But West Side is awesome. Fucking Spielberg, bro. You know what I mean? Let's get the fucking Spielberg cinematic universe. You know?
Yeah.
Just keep making them.
Yeah, he looks good too. I just saw him do like a press thing. He'll make.
He's
more
fucking
movies.
killing it.
Yeah, he's not like. Old.
Yeah, it's like and it doesn't feel like he's in like his old man era. West Side Story has like so much fucking energy to it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I wonder what that is. Where it's like, you could find people that make, you know, movies or whatever, changes to anything, something like as great as him, like early in his career, and then you just watch something they made later, and you're just like, is he just lucky? Is he that lucky to have this thing, or is there like a piece of like intentionality in that like other people could actually have?
I think that I don't know. There's something to like some people need like the drive to do it, and some people it's just like them. Like I think that is just him, because like all of his movies have that like kind of like childlike energy to them in that way. Where I think it just is him. Like when you see like him like at like his studio and stuff, and he has like all the arcade machines and stuff. It's like that's like not like for show. Like he is just like he just loves having fun and shit.
Yeah.
And that's like that made some of his movies not as good as they could be. You know. Because he's like
Like the darker ones, like War
no
of the
no
Worlds,
I think
Communicate and shit.
well yeah it's like the problem I have with War of the Worlds is like the ending that it's like too like hopeful and stuff, but it's like he's just great at making I don't know he's just great at it.
Yeah.
He just can't not be good at it, and like sometimes he'll make like a decision I don't love.
Yeah, he'll make fucking Warhorse, you know.
Yeah, but it's like I don't like the end of War of the Worlds, but I fucking love the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like I was like the whole time watching I was like, this is the best movie I've seen. So it's like I don't know.
Old people are disgusting.
Not Spielberg though. He's good. He's one of the
No,
good
Spielberg
ones.
could still fuck.
No, he's disgusting. I was I don't know. No, I was visiting my
You gotta call
grandmother.
Spielberg.
Huh?
You gotta call Spielberg. He'll hook
I'll
you
call him. I'll dial him up after the show.
Up. Yeah, You went to your grandmother?
I was visiting my grandmother. She lives in a memory assisted living facility.
You're just gonna say she lives in a memory of mine.
She lives in a memory.
Poetic.
Oh my god. No, I went in there with my mom and our dog Sadie, and it was like The Walking Dead. It was like,
my
you know,
God.
these people see a dog and they just start, like they're zombies,
What do you mean? They want to eat it?
No, like they all just slowly they see it and then they're all slowly walking towards you, and it's like, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, a dog, a baby, or like a opioid button next to their bed. They're just
Right. And this is like, and it's not
Matlock.
yeah. It's not even like it's normal old people. Like, it's the crazy old people. Like, there's an old person who has like a stuffed dog who's like, "Do you want to pet my dog?" And I'm like, I'm good. No, thank you. I was wearing a Calvin Klein shirt in there one day, and one of the old people was like, "Calvin, come here." And I was
That's
like,
you.
I was
They
like,
know you're-
what?
They
She
know
was like,
your
"Calvin
secret
Klein,
identity.
you're Calvin Klein." I
It's
was like,
literally Back to the Future.
Yeah.
That's-
oh my god. Yeah, there's like two women who they'll go up to you and they'll just start speaking gibberish. Like, yeah. So you went to and your son?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you just
My
yeah.
grandma talks like that. Not my sit-down, my grandma, but she's talked like that her whole life.
Really?
Yeah, she's just always like nonsense stories
That's
that don't go anywhere.
crazy.
Just like bringing in people like you would have never heard, like her personal friend who she knew in Somerville in 1953. Like,
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
it's a train wreck every time she speaks, but it's
No.
awesome. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I went there with my girlfriend the other day to help my grandpa move a mattress, and my girlfriend goes to the bathroom. My grandma leans across the kitchen table and she whispers to me, "Is she a virgin?" She's just insane. I love it.
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
I love old people.
They're fucking crazy. Yeah, at the place I was visiting, so the door to get out is, of course, locked with a pin pad, so they can't leave. They're always trying to leave.
They're putting keys in
But-
the numbers.
It's not like a code. It's just like you have to put your hand like that and keep it still.
Yeah, it's
For-
it's
for
a
a
hand
minute.
scan.
It's like you can't get out.
Dude, it was so funny, though.
It's a child lock. Like,
Oh, yep, yeah. Press and twist.
Oh my
Ah.
god. Yeah, I was like, the way we were sitting, we were facing the door to leave, and there was just one like poor woman who just worked there who was just goalkeeping this door, just like, no, go sit down. Like, no, you can't leave. You have to go. It's just like crazy.
do you
Yeah.
guys feel like old people are fitter now than they were?
I have like no idea. I'm not in touch with old people. I don't see any like ever.
What do you mean?
I feel like in
Like-
general, people are like it's probably a small amount, but because they're around longer for being more healthy, like there's just an amount of people that are getting old, but their bodies are still there, but their minds are getting old. And so I just feel like assisted living, like right now, is what it is. It's terrible in all the ways that it's terrible, but in like 20 years, it's gonna be like a mosh pit in there, because like everyone's gonna have like dementia and a six pack. Like,
I mean, I feel like you just described like me. You know,
you now. Yeah.
my
yeah.
body's fine, but my mind is getting older,
Right.
weaker.
Yeah. Assisted living is gonna be Matt Murphy times 100.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be the National Guard working.
They're gonna take me
Oh
at
my
my
God.
graduation. Say, okay, let's go. I won't even get out of my cap and gown. Guys. Okay.
Wait, so are you saying you think people are getting like their
Stronger.
minds are getting worse earlier, or what do you mean?
No, I think
You just
like
mean their bodies are lasting longer.
right. I
Where
think it
usually
used
they
to
go down
be-
together.
Yeah, they used to go down together, but like like the science of exercise has been in like American culture for so long that like there's a certain amount of people that have just been working out their whole lives and they're still at it and they're still looking great, but like
I mean, this sounds like you though. Like, I need to get such cameras. I need to get some. Like, where it's like,
Joey's like, you guys think I'm gonna
yeah.
make it to 100?
Yeah, somebody should be like, Joey, stop, but no one can.
right, but it's gonna be all of us. It's the problem. I like feeling special. I don't want to go see a movie directed by like a hard drive serial number AI thing, and I don't want to be 95 years old like pumping iron in the
Yeah.
lot. You know.
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. There's the writers' strike. I don't know.
Yeah, we can talk about the
It's
writer's
happening.
strike.
It's cool.
I got denied a job because of the writer's strike. I was gonna PA for this guy, and he was like, he was like, his thing was like, he was like, I'm calling it. He was like, I'm not hiring anybody right now because I know the writer's strike is gonna happen,
Yeah.
and like, so there's gonna be no jobs that I could put you on realistically. I was like, that's fair.
Yeah.
Isn't there always like a writer's strike going on?
The last one was in
No.
like 2007.
Yeah,
That's why
they
X-Men
don't happen
Origins
that often.
Wolverine came out the way it did.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm trying to think of what the movie is I was thinking, but I've heard of like one where like they literally had to turn. It might have been that where they just had to turn it in like, and they're like, "This is all we can do. Like we have to go pitch it like right now."
I'm seeing so many like screenshots. I got a Twitter also this
Yeah.
week. I've been seeing screenshots on Twitter of like people who aren't writers getting DMs from like producers being like, "Hey, can you help me like
Yeah.
format the screenplay that I'm working on?" It's like they don't even know the software. Like they're just
Yeah.
like, "I guess it's time for me to write my script," like
Yeah.
because there's no writers anymore.
Yeah, but it's crazy how like the union is because it's like now shows that have like they're written, and it's like the scripts are like done. It's like they can't like rewrite stuff.
Yeah,
It's like that's like breaking the union.
right.
You know?
Damn.
So it's like they like you have to stick to the fucking scripts
Yeah.
or you're done.
Right. Or
Um,
you hand it off to some idiot. you
Yeah.
know?
But I've just seen a lot of Conan clips from the last strike because
Yeah.
he was owning it, where he just go on and just like
You're just like, well,
bullshit
yeah.
for like the 15 minutes. Like he did it all the time where he would spin his ring on the desk and see how long it stayed up. And then I saw a
awesome.
clip today where he just got the like switching camera like buttons on his desk and he's like, camera 1, he's like, camera 2. And he just was
Yeah.
doing that for like 10 minutes. And it's
Bro.
like he's just like, yeah, shout out writers.
This could be our shot to watch Jimmy Fallon this year, you're right?
Yeah, well, that was the funny thing too. Is like Jimmy Fallon is at the Met Gala, and he's like, "I support the union," and it's like all of his writers are not being paid anymore, and they don't have health care anymore, and he's not doing anything about it. So it's like he doesn't support the writers. Like, you know,
Yeah.
Seth Meyers is though. Seth Meyers seems
He
cool.
is?
He's supposed. I think he's reportedly like paying because that's the thing cool people do.
Yeah.
That
Well,
they'll
he
pay the
was
writers.
a writer on SNL too.
Yeah,
Right.
he
that
respects.
definitely helps.
Jimmy Fallon doesn't give a fuck.
No, dude. Seth
He's
Meyers
walked on.
is like maybe, I don't know, probably not the best, but he's a pretty good talk show host.
He's like the one on now that I respect the most, but I will not watch his show.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad show, good guy.
Because I
Yeah.
loved him on Weekend Update.
I know.
Like that show was like I remember being a kid and like, oh my god, he's gonna be on late night. I'm like, it's perfect.
Dude,
but
he
it's
was
not.
at John Mulaney's intervention.
Yeah, come on.
Come on. That special was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Jay Leno giving out donuts to people striking.
Oh, was that? I didn't even know
Really?
that was a strike thing. I
Yeah,
just
that was
saw a
today.
picture of Jay Leno giving out donuts. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, he's lost it. He's
No,
one of the,
no,
he's
no,
one of the
he's-
guys that was talking
No, this
about
is,
it.
no, this is no. He's coming back around.
Oh,
that
cool.
that fire made him come back. Remember that?
Yeah.
He got burned,
Yeah, he got burned bad.
Yeah.
and he's back.
But isn't that such like if you were a writer and
Yeah.
Jay Leno was like,
Oh,
"Hey,
donuts."
want some donuts?" I'd be like, "Fuck
sh-
off,
no,
buddy."
I'd be like,
Look,
sure,
I'm on
but
strike
what the
right
fuck?
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't he the opposition to them?
No, he's not working at all. What do you mean? He's no opposition.
Well, I mean,
He's not making any shows.
Yeah, the opposition.
what about the
is
garage?
studio.
That's over, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the opposition in the idea that it's like, nice strike, guys. I'm gonna go make my car show. I don't need any writers. But I don't
yeah,
think he's.
but I
doing
mean, like,
that.
what writers was he like? We just find some writers, and he was like, "Hey, take these."
They're out pitching. They're hard to find.
Damn.
Yeah.
No, there's a cool Jay Leno moment, which is rare.
Pretty rare.
Watching Jay Leno.
Dude, David Letterman hates Jay Leno.
Yeah, but everybody does.
Yeah.
Find somebody that loves Jay Leno. That's
I
not
won't.
dead yet.
We've talked about. I think everybody just hates every talk show host because in order to have a talk show, you need to have like screwed over everybody to get there.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those jobs that's so like sought after. But I guess that changes now because like now everybody that wants that job just does what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except for Conan. Everybody loves him.
Well, he's doing a podcast.
Well,
His
yeah.
show's over.
Yeah. But everybody loves him. He never did anything wrong.
Yeah.
He never did a damn thing wrong.
That's true.
Didn't.
I think TBS made a late night spot for him. I don't think they had a show.
No, they did.
They did.
They had Lopez.
Oh,
They had Lopez, and then they bumped Lopez to the shittier spot.
Yeah.
So he
Dude,
agreed to it.
bring
But then
back
within
George
within a
Lopez.
year, his show got canceled,
Right.
and then he was like, they did the same thing to me that Leno did to Conan.
Right.
But like before Conan's show started, he went on like Lopez, and he's like, I am not getting Leno'd. He's like, I love this guy.
Yeah.
And it's
Oh,
like,
sweet.
but then he turned around, went on Howard Stern a year later. He's like, they fucked me.
Yeah.
They fucked me.
It's so funny how George Lopez was just the Latino TV show
Yeah.
host.
Yeah.
Like
Now
every
he's-
episode, he was like, "So guys, you know when Latinos do this?" And that was every joke. Was
Yeah.
just like, "Hey guys,
And
remember?"
his set was like in like a nightclub.
Yeah. Yeah, he does that like after every joke. He's like, "Arr." It's like,
Well,
Yeah, he's the best.
now he's on Blue Beetle.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, yeah?
That's what I was thinking.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because after his
Dude.
late night show was gone, like he'd already done the sitcom thing, whatever.
Yeah.
So like it takes a couple
Never
years.
stop airing.
He comes back with a show on like Roku. It was like a Roku original that was
Yeah.
like a George Lopez like sitcom, but he's like old and looks bad, and it's like a drama. And I was like, that's weird, but like good to see he's working. And like slowly he's like kind of come back in like cameos and stuff, and now he's gonna be like lead cast in Blue Beetle. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I don't know how that movie's gonna do.
I don't know. Probably not well.
Yeah.
I think because it's a streaming movie that they're just like, let's put it out.
Well, I mean, so
It'll
Evil
make
Dead
more money
Rise
than
was
it
that,
would've.
Smile was that. Like, there's a
Yeah.
lot of movies that were slated for streaming that because they're confident in them, they're putting it out. I meant as far as like DC Universe, like that and Aquaman and all these other.
It is funny that they're like, no, it is part of the new universe, and it's like, is it?
It's not.
No,
Yeah.
but they're like, it is.
Right, they'll work that character in if it works, but like
Yeah,
it's
but
not.
it's like it seems like they should be a bit more like strict of like, no, like it's starting with Superman, but they're like, oh sure, to be in it, because it's kind of like they are half like soft launching it. It's a thing
Right.
where it's like Margot Robbie's still going to be Harley Quinn for sure, you know. Like Peacemaker
we
will
know?
still, yeah. I mean, Peacemaker will still be in it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like all this shit is still going to like push into it, and it's like, you know, it's weird.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna be one of these people who just doesn't know a
Just-
single
just
person
tune out,
from
bro.
the DC universe.
You're better for it, bro.
I think so. Like
Yeah,
Blue
just-
Beetle.
Who?
The
Yeah,
fuck?
right.
It's Spider Man. That's what it is.
Yeah, now it's like
Yeah.
Spider Man.
Yeah.
Damn.
Isn't that another like Charlton character?
Sure. What is it?
Charlton.
I don't know what that is.
It's like another company that DC bought. I think it's like that
Oh.
and Peacemaker were both. They were like a different comics company, and then they failed, and then DC bought them, and then they're like Watchmen is based on them.
Cool.
But Alan Moore was like, I want to make it with these characters. So like Blue Beetle is Night Owl,
Yeah.
and then the Question is Rorschach, and they're the same. And then like the Atom is like Dr. Manhattan. I think there's like a bunch of things like that. And Alan Moore was like, I want to make it with them. And then DC was like, you can't just kill them. Like we just bought them. You can't kill them. So they just made straight like 1-to-1 analogs,
Yeah.
which is like it's way better for it.
Way
but-
better. Yeah.
but,
Yeah, because he is such a like.
yeah.
Like he's like kind of known as like a writer now, but he has
Yeah.
such like a visual style. Like just the cover of Watchmen
Yeah.
is so iconic.
You ever see his notes?
No.
He like they have like behind the scenes like like more pricey editions of Watchmen. He has insane detailed notes for all the panels, where it's like he knew exactly what he fucking wanted.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but yeah, that's good. That's the same with like Shazam. Shazam's not like a DC character. He's a
Right.
Fawcett
Right.
character, and he was huge forever. But then he failed, and then like, oh, let's just put him in DC, and people always like, well, he's just like Superman. It's like, well, yeah, he's fucking not created by the same company. He's not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
That's why his whole family, you know, with Captain Marvel Jr., you know.
Supposedly they're
Elvis.
still making more of those. What are they called? It's the comic company. The only movie they've made with it is Bloodsport with Vin Diesel. And that's-
Bloodsport,
It's like a whole other comic universe that they're doing.
Image.
I think it might be Image. I think Paramount is doing them.
I mean, Image is like Spawn, stuff like that. But that's like a loose universe because, you know, Image is like the whole thing of like in the 90s, all the artists were like, we're not getting paid shit. So let's go make our comics. You know
They're
about
doing
that?
a new Spawn movie too. Blumhouse is doing.
You know about that, Kieran?
Hmm?
Image? because like you didn't make money if you drew comics back then.
Oh, Bloodshot.
They were like,
That's the
fuck it, we're gonna make our own company. So they did, and they just made a
Valiant
bunch of bank.
Comics.
It's pretty good.
Like
Valiant Comics
Spawn
and
is like
Columbia
you know
Pictures.
Spawn,
It
right?
was
You've
like,
heard of
it was
him,
just this
right?
much off.
It's a movie?
Every detail.
It's a movie, but it's a character. It's a big like demon guy. He's got a big red thing,
Maybe.
but it's been enough to kind of know. And he had a popular movie. He had an HBO animated show, but it's just like Todd McFarlane was just pissed that he kept drawing Spider-Man awesome and he was getting money.
If I had my own superhero universe, it would be Leo, Damon, Affleck. Just those three guys.
Only them, no one else.
What are their superpowers?
Well, Leo.
Leo's like, I fuck a lot.
Yeah, Leo.
Vital.
Leo can just will any woman.
God.
It's like hypnotism, but it's
Yeah, he just goes like that.
Matt Damon should do math.
Matt Damon is very good at math,
yeah.
and Affleck is just the best looking one.
He's the best construction worker ever. They're both just the go-haunted characters. But it's like
Dude.
Chucky, and he's on like the second floor of like the half-broken building. He's just hawking cinder blocks. Like,
Right. Yeah.
Oh my god, that would be great. Have you guys seen that show Jury Duty?
That's what
no,
it's
I keep
called?
seeing
Yeah.
ads
Yeah.
for it.
Wait, have you watched all of it?
I have, yeah.
It's so funny.
It's
Is it
pretty
like-
good.
What is it?
That's
So-
the guy.
So it's it's jury duty, except everyone's an actor except for one dude, and also so it's like 12 people
Wait,
in jury
who-
duty.
Is Cyclops in it?
Yeah, James Marsden. Yeah.
James Marsden's in it, yeah.
Okay, I thought he was the only one. That's all the commercials I see for it. Are just like, I shouldn't be here because I'm James Marsden. But
Yeah.
like, we don't
Well,
know you.
yeah, he
That
plays
is-
himself. But
yeah.
then everyone else just plays like a character. Like even the judge, the defendant, all
Yeah.
those people.
Because in the commercial, he's like, I was in X-Men, I was in Sonic,
Yeah.
I was in the Notebook, and like I haven't seen any of that.
Yeah. No, it's a pretty good. It's just like The Rehearsal or like a show like that. It's pretty good, and also it's on like Amazon Freevee, which you can just Google it and watch it immediately because
Yeah.
it's bullshit.
Yeah.
But yeah, the show's great.
How is it compared to 12 Angry Men?
Oh god, it was a bit more current.
Better?
Yeah,
Better?
James Marsden was in it.
It's better?
Did anybody
Yeah.
throw a knife
Whoa.
into the table at any point?
Yeah.
No, there were no knives, no
No-
big reveals.
No very angry Italian men?
Well, there was a big reveal at
No.
the end.
Was there a guy who had to get to a baseball game? He
Yeah.
was like, guys, get out of here by 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 12 Angry Men. No,
12 Angry Men is fucking awesome.
it is.
It's fucking good.
Yeah, but no, I recommend that show, Jury Duty.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's very like uplifting too at the end. Like it's really
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah,
You know.
pretty good.
I watched After Sun too.
Oh, good.
Awesome.
Good.
It's fucking great.
Good.
I watched that. I watched all the Hunger Games movies, which I had never seen the last two.
Mm.
Fine. But I watched those in like a day. Oh yeah, and the Scream movie. I watched Scream 6 and
Yeah, I
7.
texted you when I
Yeah.
saw that. Yeah.
5 and 6. Yeah, they were all right. They're just like fine. What don't you like about it?
You just gave
Yeah,
Joey an
that's
aneurysm, dude.
Nah.
Nice going.
I saw the 4 Screams like 2 years ago. I really liked like all of them. I think maybe I didn't love 3, but I was like, yeah, these are really fun, you know. But what's up with Scream 5 and 6?
I texted Matt. I said I'm reporting you.
Yeah.
I think I said I'm telling.
What do you think about 5? Because you didn't like 6. Do you like 5?
No, I
No.
like 5 more than 6.
Yeah.
The scene in 5 I like is when he's opening the fridge, and it's
Yeah.
like it's a joke. It's like it's setting you up. Like there's a killer in the house, but there's like I think they have like the music in there, everything. But
Yeah,
he's just
because
like
he does it a
doing his
bunch.
daily routine.
Yeah, but before the kid showers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, 5 was like okay. I think 5 being okay made me hate 6 more because
Yeah.
I would have hoped that like okay they did like an okay job with 5. Like I hope 6 is like an improvement, and I just thought 6 was so bad because I thought like it would have been a better movie if there was no mystery. The mystery element I thought was so like I didn't care who the killer was. Like
Yeah.
if like like for me to care who the killer was, I have to care about who's being killed, and I hated them all, and they're all like annoying, and like they have like that letterbox monologue, which is like fake and gay, and and it looks terrible. Like the all the acting is like strange. Like I never know like if people like are overdoing it or underdoing it. I like the scene like with the ladder. She's like crawling from apartment building to apartment building, and the killer just starts shaking the ladder. Like stuff like that was cool. And like there was some like cool gore effects and whatever. The first 5 minutes is fine with the college party and stuff, but I don't know. Like I was just laughing at that movie. It was so bad.
Yeah. Well, I always love Ghostface. Ghostface is hilarious.
Yeah.
The way he's falling and tumbling and shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I thought they were all right. I thought, I didn't. The thing with 5, I had heard the twist already, so I was kind of like ready for it. So that didn't shock me at all.
What twist?
Or who he is.
I don't even remember.
That's all. All of them is who is Ghostface, and it's Richie.
Who's fucking? I don't even know.
It's the boyfriend.
Oh, the guy from The Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I knew that beforehand.
Yeah.
And then 6, I didn't know, but I was kind of like, okay, it's fine, I guess. It wasn't like, whoa. It's not like one of those twists where it's like makes you watch it again, think different. It's like,
no, it's stupid. It's insanely stupid. And like with the boy who they're always like, I bet you're the killer, aren't you? And then he's like, and I am. It's like, shut up. Like this whole movie.
And it's Spider. It's Spider.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, it's fucking Spider.
Oh my
Yeah.
So that's kind of
And
disappointing.
he's
Monkey
awful in
boy?
this movie. Like the whole fucking 2.5 hours, he just like stands there like, like does nothing.
Yeah.
And then he comes back to life at the end. They kill him with the TV because it's about movies. Like,
Or no, because it's like Stu,
Stu.
the guy from the first one. He gets killed by a TV.
Okay.
So they're being like, oh, it's like the other one. That's
Yeah. Well, like for what? Like
I don't know.
it doesn't
But,
tickle me like that.
Yeah, but I mean, I like the idea of like her being Billy's kid is interesting to me.
That's so like dumb to me. Like that she's like, I like that we're supposed to feel for that. Like,
Well, because I feel like they made it further in sets where it's the idea of people like, oh, she is a fucking killer. Like she did that shit, and like that's interesting.
and
Where
also
it's like they could pin this all on her.
Right, but in 6 they do like the internet thing, which
Yeah.
is like how they update like every franchise now. Like, what would old like horror movie look like? But everybody's on Twitter,
Yeah.
and like they do that, and like I feel like that was a perfect opportunity to not throw out the mystery, but like be like, no, this is like inspiring people to like act in a way like they're not even related to this town or these people, but like it's inspiring them to violence, and they do that in the first 5 minutes. Like the first 5 minutes, I was like,
With
this
the
is
new
like
Ghostface.
yeah, like it's just guys on the internet who are like, I kind of want to kill people. Like so does my roommate. Like and, like that was kind of like at the first half of the movie had like that, and then the scene in the store, whatever, like the convenience store, like that was like a good like tense scene, and then it just
they're like fine, but but then I watched Hunger Games. I like the first one. First one's cool. All the other ones is kind of like, it's like all the decisions are fine, but I'm like I don't really care.
yeah. Did you read those when you were younger?
I read the first 2, and then I tried to read the third one like when I was like the same age, like 12, and halfway through it, I was like I can't do this. I was
Right,
like,
'cause the third one's like a war.
because I was like they've been in a bunker the whole time. I have no idea what's going on. I was like I have to give up on this because they don't even go up for the first like half.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like all like making propaganda videos and stuff. Which in the movie also they split the last book into 2 movies, which is a huge mistake.
Huge.
Also because they didn't film them back to back, so the first one of those 2 has Philip Seymour Hoffman in it, which is cool.
Yeah.
But the movie is boring overall. But then the second one doesn't get to have him in it. So the second one is like stuff's happening, but no PSH. So and they even have a scene at the end where it's like, oh, we have this note from him. It's like fuck, because he died. But they're like fine. It's kind of sucks they stopped doing the shaky cam for the rest of the first one is like shaky cam all the time, and it's kind of annoying. But then it's like once the games start, it does that, and then like the sound cuts out, and then it's crazy. They can't show like a kid like getting stabbed, but they can show a shot of a kid falling down and someone like that, and then a shot of blood like shooting.
Yeah.
It's like holy shit, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
So that was like cool. But yeah, so I watched all those and I was like, like I'm just give me slop, and then I watched After Sun, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. Like,
Yeah, that probably makes it better. They
Where
should do that.
yeah.
Every Oscar movie should have like a just
Yeah.
worst movie
You-
playing
yeah,
in
you-
front of it.
yeah.
Best
It's always a
swap
double
goes
feature.
to.
yeah, you have to watch like Thor 1
Yeah.
before you watch. Yeah, but it's like
And they cut out all the good scenes.
Yeah.
It's just-
it's like it's like one of those times watching movies where I was like, oh, I forgot like I can feel things
Mm.
with these. Where I was like, I was watching After Sun, I got like chills once. I was like, oh shit, I forgot. I couldn't just be like, oh, like they died. Like
yeah.
yeah, R.I.P. Finnick. They
Right.
shouldn't have fucking killed him. That was lame.
New Hunger Games movie this year. Trailer's out.
Yeah,
They got the short guy from the Game of Thrones in it.
yeah.
Yeah.
They have the girl from West Side Story in it.
Mm.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows?
But yeah, movies, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else is there?
Kieran's graduating. Kieran's done with school.
Micah, what do you do?
School.
Huh?
More school?
Yeah, I got more. I got another year.
Like, because you transferred?
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
transferred. I'm
Yeah.
not behind on credits, but I'm gonna be overloaded on credits.
Hell
But next
yeah.
year's gonna be pretty light.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
But go back to Kieran.
Yeah,
Yeah.
back to the
What's-
man of the hour.
What's up with you?
How much?
No, I mean,
Should we talk about something else now?
like,
Or-
like what? What do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about movies.
I'm done. I'm done with movies, bro.
My
You wanna talk
bad,
about-
dude.
You want to talk about what your favorite West Side Story song is?
No. No.
When
No.
you're a jet.
Oh. No. Just looking at more jobs. Looking at all these jobs, baby. So exciting. I'm probably gonna be a teacher.
Oh,
Word.
say shut the fuck up, kids.
For real.
It's not how
I don't care. I'll tell them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just. I don't know. I guess you don't even need a degree to be a teacher. To be a substitute teacher.
Yeah.
You can just walk in there. Just be like, what up?
But you have the.
I'm an adult. Where are the kids at?
Yeah.
Where's my classroom? And I plan to do that.
I think you could be you could stretch a marketing degree to be a full teacher, right?
I think I could.
Be like,
I mean,
well, it's marketing. It's like I'm getting these complex concepts.
I
and
know.
giving it
Well,
to the public.
actually, I was
it's like
looking
students.
I was looking at that too because I was like, okay, substitute teaching, whatever. You just go in there, you tell them what to do. I was like, if I actually like wanted to use that as experience and shit and actually become a teacher, I was like, damn, what would I even teach? Like
History.
history about what?
History. What the fuck do you mean about what? They tell you what they have a curriculum. It's not fucking random.
Yeah, but it's not. I don't know. If I went in for an interview and they were like, "You want to be,"
They don't like the kids aren't like waiting outside. The principal comes in like, what happened?
Yeah.
I know. I feel like if I sat in for an interview and they're like, "So history, like, tell me about," I'd be like, "Well, I don't know."
I don't think that's how those go.
I
They're
don't
not,
know.
They're not like, what happened
I
this time? It's
I
like,
work with a
they
history teacher
might-
at the bar. He's never said a fact to me.
Yeah, you don't need. Yeah,
We dance a lot. That's like,
'Cause that's the whole thing. Actually,
That's
is
all
you,
that
you
matters.
you just be able to retain the information that they're like, you need to teach these kids this and get it in their heads.
which is what's wrong with the school system.
Yeah.
So you have to fight back and teach them real skills.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. It would be nice to like if I had a fucking like lesson plan. It'd be nice to be like, all right, you guys need to learn this shit, but then I'm gonna teach you some stuff. So
Well, I mean, if you had a lesson, you will have one if you teach. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah, I know.
Hypothetically.
Yeah, it would be good if I had a fucking lesson plan. I didn't have to improv it every time.
Right. Like, hypothetically, if I show up to work on time and I keep my job.
Yeah, you're
Oh
good.
my god. But also, yeah, like what a crazy job
Yeah, you know how you have to take that test?
to
Be a teacher?
Yeah.
I had a teacher once that did not pass it.
Were they good?
He was cool. Well, I didn't have. This is the thing. So in my high school, we had like clipper time, but it just meant like 30 minutes a day. You go to whatever class you need help in, or you go to cafeteria, which is just where me and my boys just went every day. But so it's supposed to be like you can't go to the same place more than twice because they wanted everything to be like you can get there at least once this week. But every year my Clipper Time teacher was replaced, so I never had any of them as actual teachers, but I just had them on Monday where I just told them what I wanted and they just filled it in for me. So he was like my second one. And he was like so funny where they never explained like the whole Clipper Time system to him. So I just got cafeteria every day. Even though like you can't do that, but it was like, yes, I can. So he would just do that. And then he was fun, but I just heard from kids that had his class that he would not teach them anything at all. And then like he left before the year ended because he failed the test again. But part of me is wondering like, how the fuck can he be teaching if he didn't pass it? I don't know. I think you can just start and then be like, I will take it again.
Sometimes they do let you
Yeah.
teach without even having a teaching degree if
Yeah.
you're pursuing the degree. Like if you need whatever master's for, if like
Yeah.
you're in with.
Well, no, but I think he did that. But
That's-
it's like you need the second test.
Right.
It is a final thing, which is funny because then one of my friend's dad was like, "That test is really easy. Like, you can take it, you can pass it."
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, that sucks. He failed it because I saw him. Yeah, at the end of the school year, I saw him walking with a box of stuff, and I thought it was like, oh, end of the year, you're taking your stuff away. But then I never saw him again.
Yeah,
It's like, fuck, we lost him. He's a good guy. He looked kind of like Joaquin Phoenix.
That's what he's doing now. He's in Beau is Afraid.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now.
Damn.
Shout out him. I'm not gonna say his name, but I know it.
I kind of think that's where I'm gonna end up too, teaching.
Teaching.
Yeah.
You can start there, I'll end there. Me in the middle. Talk
Perfect.
About it.
Just,
Yeah,
you
well-
guys should be like fifth grade teachers because in fifth grade they had like pods where you had two teachers, so I'd switch every period.
Right. Yeah. We
You
had
guys
that
should
too.
be that.
If I could choose, I mean, I would probably do high school. I don't like little kids.
Come
Who
on.
does? You know.
You do, bro. You'd be
No, I
great at it.
don't.
Little kids are fun. You get great stories, I think. But I think there is something nice about teaching kids when they're older because you might actually have an impact.
Yeah.
Like, not
just-
that, like it's like if you're a teacher for a young kid, you're like you have more influence than like a babysitter would because like you teach them like fundamentals to like read and stuff.
Right.
But there's no nuance to that. It's just like,
Yeah.
can they read or can they not? You can't be like, well, they can read Spanish. It's like, what'd you do?
Well, but
Right,
that's the
right.
thing though. That kind of like what you were saying is like you get through your shit and then you can do whatever.
Yeah.
Where it's like you have so little to get through with like younger kids.
Yeah.
They don't actually have to like learn anything. So you just say, hey guys, you know about building 7? You just say you just like do shit.
Yeah, but also like I don't know. I wouldn't want to teach kids before they've woken up. You know.
You wake them up, Kieran.
Dog.
Wake them up.
No, dude.
You say, hey kids, like, how does money even work? What's behind it? Nothing. And then they're like, but you're like, yeah. Like, there's,
ask your mom. Prepare to be
Dude.
disappointed.
yeah. You're like, money doesn't mean anything. Yeah, you're like, you know how you can barely count? It's like, it doesn't even matter. Wouldn't make a difference. It's all bullshit. You shouldn't even have to learn math.
I did
We
definitely have
made it
teachers
up.
that would do stuff like that.
I never
They
had
were
teachers
always
that
my
would
favorites.
break it. I had a teacher in like high school who would like every once in a while he'd be like, guys, he'd like close the door and he'd be like, guys, you need to get a Roth IRA.
Yeah, good teacher.
He's like, if you don't do that, you're fucked.
Good teacher.
He's like, you can do that. You don't even need to get a good job ever. You can just survive off of it. Just do it. And it was like, dude, this is geometry. Like, what's going on? So that was always cool. And I mean, I still haven't got one.
Get
but,
one. Get one
We
now.
should. But,
Am I the
yeah.
only one? I bet I am.
Yeah.
Should
What?
I get one?
Roth.
God, you're a
Yeah.
business major.
Yeah, you know
I have
about
an IRA. Yeah.
Where do I buy one?
No.
You just go to your bank.
Where's the? Oh.
Do you have
Because-
stocks?
Yeah.
It's like that. But the government, it's like for retirement, and the government can't take any of it as long as you wait the correct amount of time. So if you take it out at retirement age, the government can't touch any of it. And so all of, like the upside you get, all the stocks going up, you get to keep it all.
Dude, I'm gonna go to my bank with a gun. I'm gonna be like, "Give me a Roth IRA. Give me the Roth IRA."
It's like a normal, like Kieran in real life is like Connor O'Malley in a sketch. Like,
Yeah.
like to do like a normal thing, just like threaten somebody's life.
Yeah.
Like it's like 3 minutes on your phone. It's just like beep beep
Yeah.
beep.
Damn.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna figure that out.
Yeah.
That's a sketch.
I just don't have money for a Roth IRA right now, so my plan is just waiting for the revolution.
Yeah.
'Cause
It's
I don't-
coming.
I feel like
That's why.
this whole saving for retirement thing isn't really work out.
I also like, yeah, like I'm the type of person who like I will do like all the right things, but I also don't believe like the stock market.
Well,
is
yeah,
gonna
I said I
exist.
would do the right things, but also like the amount of money I have, I would have to really like push myself to start saving up to where it's not worth it. Like I'm kind of like I need to pay my fucking student bills. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well,
If
I'm
you
not
don't
gonna-
have like
yeah.
a job that you can be like taking like parts
Yeah.
of your paycheck for it, then like what's
Yeah.
You know.
Well, yeah, like I could have a Roth IRA, but then I'd be like, can't go to school anymore. But I this will come back around. I'm like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In 50 years, this shit will turn around, bro. The fuck, you know what I mean? It's all profit. Yeah.
all of it.
But yeah,
It is a bummer how like we're not gonna get Social Security and like hyperinflation and AI is gonna make all the movies.
AI is not gonna make the movies.
They- Have you seen the beer commercial?
No.
I wish we could play.
Well, I wouldn't buy beer anyway, so can't get me.
No, but like it's
AI won't trick
It's
me.
just all AI.
right, but like it's like AI video is at the point where like it looks like how AI pictures looked like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Like it's like it looks like crap, but it's recognizable enough that it's like 6 months away.
Is the
Yeah.
video AI generated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks good?
Like
It's
people are
like-
like sucking the side of the beer can and stuff. Like it's
Yeah.
not. It
It's, like,
doesn't
fucked up,
understand. It's
but-
fucked
yeah.
up, but like it's so close.
Where it's like somebody was like, "This is like movie quality," and then it's like
Oh, it's
within
not.
within the first second,
then-
a guy's like shoulder turns into his chest.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
The
God.
beer's on
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And does in the ad is it like we used AI for this, or is it just like here's an ad?
Oh, you can so tell. I'm just gonna. We'll pass this around. We can.
I don't know. I hate AI images. So.
Like I'll narrate. So there's girls, they're drinking beer. It looks pretty normal, like you know, not great image fidelity, but like
Yeah,
compositionally it kind of makes sense. It's starting to get weird because they're drinking the beer and AI doesn't know what that's supposed to look like. So they're just like sucking air. Yep. Yep.
What the hell? Is this a real commercial?
It's not a commercial. It's like
Somebody
some,
made it.
yeah.
Yeah, there's
That's
so much
funny.
fire. Yeah. So
Dude.
I don't know.
But yeah.
Oh my god.
That's ridiculous. I did this is related to that.
Why do like all AI images? Why do the shadows look like green?
Joey.
You know what I mean? It's always fucking weird. It freaks me the fuck out.
Dude, they don't know their shit. But also, I had to do a business presentation on this a while ago. Campbell's Soup is now, they have their own AI engine. That's probably just GPT, but they have their own AI engine, and they used it to create a new like streamlined like brand of products. Like they have like a ghost pepper, some kind of soup, and they have like all these different products. They were all designed, and like the ideas were generated by this AI. And they kind of did it, and they were like, look, we used AI, just like you guys. We're pretty cool. But it's like, wow, that's concerning.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Do you see that video? I saw a video on Twitter where I was like, I used my laptop or I used my camera and linked it to AI, and he opened his fridge and showed it, and then he typed in the AI, he's like, "What's in my fridge?" And it said like everything, and it was like, "Fuck." That's bad. Where he's like, name all the condiments in my fridge. It's like by that. It's like you have ketchup, you have mustard, you have relish. It's like oh shit, and they're not like next to each other. The labels aren't like that. Like they're covered. You know. It's like oh shit.
damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's somebody was like stop it now. Like unplug.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like AI.
Yeah.
You know.
It's taking over, though. What if GPT was just like, it's just like a guy, like typing out every response. It's just like,
a-
I gotta type fast.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of like Chinese like child workers. Like it's like everything else. Like they have to make the iPhones and then answer all the GPT questions. It's all a ruse. It's
Oh
like
my
it's a
god.
big stock bubble.
It's like either you can do like some scam like customer service, or you can do Chat GPT typing.
Yeah.
Those are your two
Right.
options
Yeah.
if you're in a third world country.
That would be hilarious.
That'd be the best outcome.
I wish that's what it was.
You write like, hey, write me an essay about this, and then you just try like, help me.
That would be everything.
What? And it goes away.
Just like an address. Help.
To call your congressman.
Oh my god. That's funny.
Yeah. I'm neutral on like it, but it's also like, what am I gonna do? You know?
Yeah, like I don't have anything to stop it. I just hate people that are like, "Isn't this fucking awesome?" Or like, like I see on Twitter all the time the people that are like, AI. What if Wes Anderson made this and it looks nothing like anything? It's just like, look, characters are in the middle of the frame looking forward, and they have colors. Wes Anderson made Star Wars. It's
Yeah.
like, this looks fucking horrible and nothing like anything he would ever do. It's like just that idea where it's the way people treat, like tech bros treat AI, where it's like, now we got this, where it's like,
Right.
it's like they beat artists of like, but we can make stuff too now with our fucking words. And it's like, you didn't win. Like, it sucks.
And it kind of feels like that has been like everything in the past like 40 years has been like a big hype train thing where there's like an event in an arena and like a Steve Jobs type comes out and it's like, look at the cool thing, and they like sell it to you like it's going to be so cool, but the actual like product level like experience of everything, whether it's like your appliances, the software, like when you have a problem with a thing and you got to call somebody, like all that, like healthcare, everything, it's just going down like the tubes, which is
So you mean the promises are high, but like everything sucks?
yeah.
I mean, but that's how it was then too. I mean, like you see like the 1984 Apple commercial, and it's like, it's the Apple II. Like, you know.
Sure, but like the Apple II was like actually innovative.
Yeah,
and
but you know
cool.
what I mean? Of like, you watch the commercial, it's like, this shit is gonna fucking.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I'm saying that the hype is now like there's no accountability as for like the hype. In order for people to get on the hype train, like you would think like that the hype would have to be representative of some sort of like actual value.
Yeah.
Whereas like people are so desensitized, like they're just like used to no value. And so
Yeah.
they're just like, oh, the new shit is coming out. I love shit. And it's just like that forever. You know?
It was summed up very well.
Like the fridge in like my Sito's garage upstairs is like 45 years old and it's perfect. I'm like, my
Oh,
parents
yeah.
got a fridge like 2 years ago and it sucks.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
like the planned like obsoleteness.
Yeah,
whatever.
planned obsolescence. Like everything
Yeah.
is like some
Dude.
sort of like subscription tier scheme.
Yeah. Why the
type-
fuck can't I buy Premiere Pro?
Yeah.
Why the fuck can I buy it? Why do I have to spend $240 a year for the rest of my college career, and then like then $720 every year then on? Like, what the fuck?
Dude, my parents' friends got a new fridge like 2 years ago, and it just has a little screen on it, but you can click a button and it just shows you what's inside the fridge.
Oh yeah.
It's just like, want to look inside your fridge?
What?
Just press this button.
Yeah.
We got cameras.
They have those in Walgreens too. It's like
So-
showing me what's in the thing,
like,
and you open it. It's like,
why?
oh no, but like that's part of it too, because it'll be like there's Ben and Jerry's in here, and you open it, and the Ben and Jerry's is out. It's like it's a trick.
Right.
Like, you got me to come in the store because the fridge had a picture on it, and the picture's not real.
Oh my
There's nothing in
God.
there.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so these are the thoughts I like to sit with in this basement. Just kind of, stew, write movies that I'll never make because a AI version of Steve Jobs is going to be on a virtual set, and I can watch that on Twitch, but it costs $45 a month, and I can only drink water and eat dog food, and
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta trick, or we have to trick Steven Spielberg into making slop. Right? I feel like the only way we can do it is the closest he's come is making Tintin. I like Tintin, but it's not great. But the way he made it, like where he just used like an iPad the whole time, so he had like never had to do like any setups for it. So he's saying he was doing like 80 shots a day. So do that, and we just have to like pay him enough to where it's like Steven Spielberg made like 50 movies, like double your catalog in like a year,
Mm.
where it's just like go to work, Steven. Just keep giving him like shitty scripts,
Yeah.
and just be like make it in the computer, make it in the computer. You know what I mean? We'll do the voice acting later, Steven. Doesn't matter. Or it's like just do that, or it's like the way they do it is like they record the motion, like people, like the actors, and then he'll come in with the camera after. So like two people can be talking to each other. He can stand in between them because they're not there.
Right.
Just have that. Like we filmed all these movies, Steven. You choose where the camera is for all of them. We have to like do that, but he'll be so old, like he can't even hold it anymore. And somebody's like, "Come on, Steven, go!" That way, you just write like directed by Steven Spielberg. It's like
Yeah.
he actually had no involvement. We did do that.
Well, they'll start like you guys have seen Her, right? The Joaquin Phoenix thing
Yeah.
where he talks, and like they have
Love that
Alan
movie.
Watts come back. It's like a
Yeah.
AI version. They bring him back to
Yeah.
life. We're gonna have that, except everybody's gonna be like it's gonna make everybody from the past seem like retarded. Like it's gonna be like, look, it's like it's I don't know, it's Confucius. You can talk to Confucius, and you're like, hi Confucius, and Confucius will be like, you know,
Yeah.
like it's gonna be like, look, the past, and it's like not real. Like it's just gonna be
Yeah.
some guy being like, pay me $40 to see the past, and he opens it and it's like shit. It's like a toddler
Yeah.
made it, you know.
Or it's like that Black Mirror episode
I don't think I've seen it.
with the dead husband,
Oh,
and it's like he can only be what he put out on the internet, you know.
yeah.
So she's like, "Let's fuck," and he's like, "I have no idea." Like what?
Yeah.
He's like, "I never talked about how I fuck on the internet, so I have no." He's like, "I just have presets," you know, and like he doesn't breathe when he sleeps, stuff like that. It's like,
Yeah.
or you can only create an AI of like what people give. Like if you had AI Walt Disney, I mean made by Disney, it would not be who he is. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like I want like the fucking guy who, like smoked cigarettes and was like an evil person all the time.
Yeah.
Not the guy where he's like, oh fuck, like put it out. Like hello everyone, like welcome to Disney. Like,
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
gonna
like-
be every like representation of the past is gonna be like derivative of the persona rather than
Yeah.
the actual thing. And like maybe you get some like committee for every company that makes something like that to come in and be like, no, we can like add like little, but then that just becomes like a censorship like editorial battle
Yeah.
forever. And like, are people gonna work at companies anymore? Or is it just gonna be like
Yeah.
like the twin towers in the sea? Like one is Apple and the other is Microsoft, and we just go out there every morning and like pray and like donate cum and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, because I guess the positive like idea of AI people think is like, oh, you can put your like mind on it, and then like when you're dead, like your friends and family can like talk to it. But it's like, what do you mean like put your mind on something? Like what does that mean? Like what? How can it get you? Like,
Right,
it fucking can't. Like, I can't just like download. There's no fucking outlet
No,
in my head.
all it would be
Yeah.
is just,
Do you like
how
green
you
or
would
green or
say
blue?
stuff.
Like, do you
What
like
I've
green
seen
or
from
blue? It's
that
like,
is
I like
that-
blue. And
is
it's
that
like he
they-
liked blue, and it's like
Yeah.
I don't what. That's not me.
The thing that I've seen for like the process they'd use is that they'd put your brain in a shredder and they would just
Yeah.
scan like the like
Like
slate by
slices,
slate
yeah.
of
Yeah.
neurons and then build like a 3D version of that in the computer and like plug like
Yeah.
stuff into it and stuff. But like that, like the promise of that, like the idiot who hears that and thinks that's like cool
Yeah.
thinks that they are going to live forever.
Yeah.
But the reality is that like
A copy of you.
a derivative version of you that's only going to be as good as not just the software that runs it, because the software that's going to run these things is going to be amazing, but it's the amount that they allocate to like a dumb piece of shit like you who like paid a subscription their whole life
Yeah.
to like upload to a thing who like wasn't like a notable public figure or anything. And it's, I don't know. You're not living forever. It's just that like there can be like a video game version of you
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
there, and like that's like the selling point of this.
Yeah.
Like what I don't understand. Like I'm starting to like lose the plot on like what's the selling point for like literally any of these companies. Like
Yeah.
like come in this building and like stomp on this thing, and my life is unchanged. Like
Yeah.
I fantasize about ripping my computer in half every day. Like
Yeah.
I've like lost track of like everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess that is kind of. I mean, just for rich people, I guess
Yeah.
that is kind of like the thought. But I mean, here's a question. So I mean, it's gonna probably by the time September rolls around, there'll be like some newer shit out. Are you guys pro, or if you could stop it now, would you stop AI from developing further?
I'd stop it now.
Joey?
I would have stopped it like 10 years
Yeah.
ago. Yeah, it's
what good is it doing?
I don't
any of
know.
us?
There's
It's
like
helping some of us write some papers, man.
Kieran,
So
come on.
but also like there is like the total flip side where like maybe like all the concerns like I have about it and that other people will have about it as it develops is like it's just growing pains, and that there is like an eventual plane that we couldn't even imagine because it's so different from how life works now, but there's some sort of like way to like integrate like technology in a way that like is good for like the world we live in, is good for us socially.
Well,
like,
it's like good for like who it benefits. You know what I mean? Because it's like now it's kind of like the wild west of it, where it's kind of like if you compare it to like the internet, where it's like the internet like 15, 20 years ago was just like whatever anybody wanted it to be, and it's like slowly became like ad revenue. Like people like companies own the internet.
Yeah.
The internet's not like free anymore like that.
Right,
You know,
right.
if you want to make a website, like fucking buy a domain, like all that bullshit. So now it's like controlled, and it's like it benefits like the world, but like it benefits the 1%. You know, all the companies decide, oh, this is how we can make this work, and it's like AI is like not there yet. Where it's like AI is like, oh, I can write my paper on this, but pretty quickly it's gonna become, oh, we can tell if you plagiarized your paper 100% all the time.
I don't know about that.
But it's like, you don't what?
I
mean,
also don't.
Do you,
Yeah,
do you think?
I
But
don't
it's
know
gonna be
about that.
turned like that, where it's like right now it's Wild West because it's like companies aren't like sure of like how to use it and how to stop it. But once they do, it's like it will fuck like everybody below to some extent. We'll probably get rid of like jobs and shit to some level, but then it will be like everything will keep running. Like AI won't destroy everything the way everything works because like the systems in place remain for a reason. People want them to, you know.
Maybe I think AI exposes, if you have an alternative to human intelligence, the utility of human intelligence diminishes.
Yeah.
Like just based on like if you have column A and column B, immediately breaks it to like a 50-50 game. Like take that through time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like companies are worried about like the AI Drake song. Like they took that down because it sounds like Drake.
Yeah.
And it's like record labels are worried, but it's like they're not worried about the whole idea. They're worried that someone else will make money off of Drake and they won't.
Right.
Like if they could figure out how to do that shit, then it'd be like fine. If they could figure out how to do that and find like the legal ways to make that not totally illegal, then it's like yeah, you know, Juice
Yeah.
WRLD will never stop making music then.
Oh
Right.
my god.
Yeah, and, but it's like
yeah, it's like all the fear right now is like it's a collective fear between like us, like normal people, and like everyone. Where it's
I
like
don't really get the fear. Like what's gonna happen? Like what is AI gonna do?
like
You know?
take jobs from
Like-
people and stuff.
like if you
Well, yeah, but like
It's a big thing,
it's
Yeah,
I
but
feel like it's so much bigger than jobs. It's like any sort of
but that's big enough on its own.
it's big enough on its own, but also like it's that conversation becomes a circle where like every like technological advancement diminishes jobs in the
Yeah.
short term and grows them in the long term. Like when we made like farming tools, like you didn't need as many slaves in the field, but then like you could like get more fields, and then so you needed the people to come back and everybody use it, and you just kind of go up and up. But this is different because it's like if you want to have like a social relationship with another person and you now have to compete, like it's not like the kids going to 4th grade and there's 25 kids in the class and like, you know, like you can have a friend group of 5 or 6 people. Like if all those kids like have more fun talking to the computer than each other, like it's just over, like all of it.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's gonna keep going.
And if there's like
Yeah.
no utility to like add it, so like even seeing this now, like using like software as leverage in business, like if you had a company in the early 1900s that like provided like X amount of value to the American economy, you probably employed at least tens of thousands of people, where like Twitter, Facebook, Apple, whatever, like all these places like on their actual payroll, and of course they own other companies and stuff, but on their individual payroll, because that would have happened back then too, it's like only a couple thousand people. And if that just keeps going less and less, and like every big company is just like 10 guys in the room with an idea, and like there's so much like too big to fail, that was like a big like chanting like rallying cry around like 2008 and stuff. It's like if your company is so big that like if when anything new comes around, you can just buy it.
Yeah.
It's like cool, like it's bad for creativity and innovation, but like at least like there's so many people in the economy, whatever. But like if you not only like have so much money that you can crush anybody coming up after you, but you also have like a force of intelligence that like is so much smarter, not just than the 10 of you in the room, but like you could put like all 6 billion human minds like towards one thing and be less efficient. It's just it's not even I'm suspect of anybody who can even pretend to know what that looks like. Like I think that's just like beyond comprehension. Like that's like apocalyptic in a way that I don't like I think climate change is like an apocalyptic issue, but it's like the trajectory is definable. It's like, oh, you throw things out of whack. There's going to be an element of randomness as far as like how do wind patterns change, and is temperature, does it go up uniformly? Is half the world in an ice age? Is half the world like there's, but like but
there's the idea of like these fucking states are going to be underwater. Where it's like we have it's more, there's something to measure. With AI now, it's like who knows,
right?
Like
yeah.
But it's I mean,
you like it though. Right?
I mean, I use it.
You love it.
It's you can.
You
No,
love
the
it.
thing is,
Kieran's a
AI.
robot. You get an AI wife?
Yeah.
He would.
No, the thing is, I mean, it's I don't know. I don't even think it's gonna change that much. But it's just like the use case is just gonna there's like, oh, the small town in Texas, AI is the mayor now. It's just gonna keep going like an AI writes. It's just gonna.
Yeah. And then if it's like you don't want an AI wife, and it's like the marketing suddenly becomes, do you want an AI wife from like, is your weird son not fucking his AI wife? Like we have this new model that will trick him into thinking it's a human that also hates AI that he will fall in love with, and then that will work. You know, like it's
But that's the thing too, is like I feel like I would never want to talk to an AI. Like knowingly, you know?
That's if you knew. It was
right.
I know,
You just won't know.
Whereas
Dude,
like,
what if Tinder just rolled out a new update?
Yeah.
Just on everyone's
people.
phone, it's just Ashley. What up?
Yeah.
I'm
Where are
Ashley.
And then you walk there and there's an iPad on a stick on wheels. It's like, oh, okay. But it's like the Snapchat AI thing is like, you'd have to fucking kill me before I message Snapchat AI. And I can't believe I can't delete it from my fucking chats at the top all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll never get there to where I'm like, hey.
That
like,
one is
you'll
definitely
never fucking get me. I'm never gonna. Hey, what's going on?
that
Like,
one is
I'm-
definitely child workers. The other ones are real. Snapchat AI is some poor kid. Like,
Dude.
That should be like the new thing. If like you ever download those sites where it's like watch 50 ads, you get 10 cents.
Yeah.
Like that should be the new version. Like respond to 10 messages, and you get a penny.
I wish it
And
was
little
like
kids
that.
will do it. Yeah. Then it's like it's not AI, it's real. It's random children will respond to your things.
Dude, Issa loves that fucking AI.
It's crazy.
She'd be like,
I would
Kieran, look
fucking-
what the AI said to me. I'm like, Issa, this has been out for so many months. Like, she's like, look, I said hi, and it said hi. Like, great.
AI is gonna get Issa for sure.
yeah.
Dude, something's
I mean, it's
gonna
getting
get
all of
Issa.
us.
No, but some of us sooner. You know what I mean?
Some of us
He's like,
already. Yeah.
They're my friends.
Yeah.
Issa's no one there.
Issa's like, the AI wants me to go to this location and told me about.
Yeah.
Issa, no.
Yeah, you don't have to be like the old folks home. Stop. It's like,
Dude. Yeah, everyone's gonna be on their fucking Snapchat AI.
yeah,
Damn.
yeah. They should really stop that shit. I mean, Her makes it seem appealing, you know?
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
like it's
by the end, I'm like, well, yeah, this of course doesn't work, but I am like, I get what he's doing for. I would do the same thing too, you know?
Dude.
fall in love with the robot.
Yeah, probably.
Well, their one was pretty advanced too.
Yeah.
Because it was like, I don't know. It like talked like a
Yeah.
woman.
I think if when I was a kid, I would have, or like a young adult, like adolescent. I don't know. I think
Yeah.
that's another thing that like is like enforced through how things like get marketed to people and like the kind of products that like are like, you know, overlap between being like profitable and like in demand and like, you know, easy to distribute and stuff. Is it like, it just makes everybody like a baby. Like, of course, like a baby would like a robot girlfriend who like never says the wrong thing.
Yeah.
But like when you date a couple real people, it's like, I don't know, like it's I don't know, like the way like you sell love to somebody versus like what you learn it actually is not. You know, it's one of those things where you can say like it's different for every person, but there's also just like a world that like exists like in your experience as like a human mammal, and like not in language, and so much of this stuff, like, you know, in like tech and business is it's just built on like at its core it's like it's ideas, it's words, which is not like probably medicine is like the exception to that, where it's like testing and stuff.
Yeah. But it's like interpersonal relationships. There's something complicated to it.
Yeah.
So it's like the pitching is like, what do people want? And it's like people don't know what they fucking want.
No.
But yeah, that's some shit, Joey. You just cracked something.
My
you
like
hear that?
I cracked like a membrane. I'm
genius.
having I'm having an aneurysm.
That's smart.
Like, yeah, I think the end game of that is just that you like you're in like a pod that goes on forever, that like you don't feel like you're in a confined space because they'll know that would freak you out. So you just feel like you're in space and there's like a node attached to your head, and like you just get the equal and opposite of your negative emotion. So like if you are afraid you're in a confined space, the node puts in your brain that you are in a massive space, you're in like a valley and you can see the valley and feel the grass, and then you're like, I'm afraid this is all a trick and that like my environment is just here to like make me feel like comfortable, and then it will like introduce like variance and like hostility to like the appropriate amount to distract you until you need comfort again, and then it will like, it's just wherever your attention goes, it's like a balancing thing. It's like standing on like a seesaw.
Yeah.
And it's just that forever, and you just like, but like it's changing at the rate that you think, and so you can't even remember anything because you're just like, your whole life is just like being like that.
Yeah.
Like your senses, it's just like overstimulation to all of your senses forever.
Yeah.
And unless you go, I hate how overstimulating this is, and then lights out because
Yeah.
that's what you wanted, and then like.
Yeah, if it was like advanced, then it'd definitely be like different thing. Like now it's like shitty to where it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna fucking talk to Snapchat AI. I'm good. But yeah, like if I could have like full
The
control of like,
Snapchat node.
yeah, streets. Oh. It's just the flame emoji is in my sight all the time. Different numbers. No. But it'd be like yeah, if I could have like full control of all my senses and shit, of course I'd fucking go deep into that shit. And it would probably be a while. I mean, ideally I could do it to where it's like I control my senses so much that like I perceive time differently. So I could spend like 10 years going down into the cycle, and then I'd be like, oh no, I need to wake up, and I stop, and it's been like a day.
Yeah.
and then someone's like, use that AI shit. I'm like, oh no, I'm not into that.
Dude, you would have like crazy problems.
But like, you know what I mean?
Someone just wakes you up, you're like, oh my god.
But wouldn't you do that?
No.
You wouldn't do that? Be like,
Dude,
I just
that
gotta
would
go in. And then
that would give
come
you
out.
serious like trauma.
No, I'd be good. I'd come out and
Dude.
be like, that isn't bad. And it'd be
Everything is
Dude.
fine.
yeah. But
In
I feel like that's
control.
how I would do it. If I control like all my senses like that, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna do it for a while. But then eventually I would be like, I gotta stop. You know?
Yeah.
Moment of
You're
clarity.
fucking crazy.
You wouldn't, dude. You're the AI lover here. I'm just saying, you wouldn't want to control all your senses if you could. Like,
I wouldn't
Totally.
want to like go into a trance for a day and perceive it as 10 years.
think about how much you could do,
Dog.
dude. Give me that shit. I'll be like, give me every fucking movie. But then I'll come out and be like, what if they weren't the same? What if they were different? You know what I mean?
What does that mean?
Like, what if all the movies weren't actually how they are? What if AI was fucking with me?
Yeah, what if it just said like, let's just give him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
then I'd have to do it again. But I'd be like, I know
Right,
everything.
to double check. You gotta
Yeah,
like see if they fucked up. Yeah.
I'd be like, I've seen every movie, I've read every book, I know everything now. That's what I'd do. Yeah, and I'd just be like, just experiencing everything.
Damn.
But of course, that's like bad. So I don't want to actually, but I would. I'd get like an AI therapist and just talk for fucking 50 days straight, nonstop, figure out everything. You know what I mean? And then this day happened.
You just come back, you just have all the answers.
Yeah, I have like a stack of like 100 journals in AI, and they're not real.
Yeah.
But
You
they're
wake
full-
up from your
they're
10-year
full.
nap, you're like, I have to get to work. You start writing.
Yeah. Yeah, then I'd be like Howard Hughes after. Be broken.
Dude, I gotta finish that movie.
You do, because
What's Howard Hughes?
the Aviator.
Aviator.
Oh shit! You some that's been
No,
months,
it's been
dude.
I
months.
know. I watched half of it, and
'Cause
I was like, cool.
Yeah, I think about I've been thinking about rewatching it. And I'm like, I can't do it before Kieran, but I just because the
Dude.
second half is what I think about. Come in with the milk, come in with the
Dude,
milk,
I need some good movies to watch.
dude. West Side Story,
What's that story's good?
All right.
After Sun is awesome. Irish people.
Yeah,
Have you
Irish
guys-
people are at it. After Sun,
Fuck
Kings of
Irish people.
Sharonberg, whatever the fuck.
Have you guys?
She's a Sharon. The Kings of Sharonberg. That's
That's the AI movie.
yeah.
Sharon.
Yeah, write it.
Oh my god. No. What was I gonna say?
Movies, good movies.
Movies.
You need them.
I need them. I forgot. What I was
Irish
gonna say.
people.
Kings of Sheridan. Taylor Sheridan.
You
The
gotta watch
Kings of
Yellowstone.
Kings of Taylor. Yeah, it's Yellowstone.
God damn it. Yeah, I don't know. Movies are good.
I'd have in my AI head, I'd have this as a preset. So I'd come in, hey guys, new episode. And just do it. And whenever I'm bored,
Yeah.
episode 250.
Dude.
Like I'm mentally like 50 by now, but you guys are how you are right now because the AI can't do the math of aging you up.
Yeah.
Right.
Or this is just what you prefer.
Yeah,
You could
Yeah.
make us babies.
yeah,
You're 50 and we're babies.
yeah, yeah.
You're like, so, Kieran, how's graduating? He just falls face first into the concrete. He's you know?
Oh my god. Damn.
Damn, son.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like if you guys were both like children, Kieran would be bullying the shit out of you. I just feel like Kieran would bully the shit out of anyone if he was a kid. You give off like you could have been a fucking good bully if you were a kid. You could have
I
done it.
could have been a bully.
You could have.
I was friends with the bullies. I was like,
Yeah.
that was really cool what you did. You want to hang out?
That's
Um,
crazy.
But
He's
yeah.
a climber.
That's like how you are with AI now.
Yeah.
It's cool you did.
Pretty cool thing, AI. Let's go date.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah. What are you going to do, you know?
What are you going to do?
Revolt. Maybe something.
Damn.
You read David Graeber?
I've never heard of that.
Oh, he's cool. You'd like him. He's like a left, like economics guy,
Yeah.
but also like talks about like history a lot. Like he has this book on like his two big books I think are the history of debt, which is basically just talking about how like the nature of like how banks treat money and like lend money and like interest rates that like you can't get rid of and stuff unless you declare bankruptcy. Like it's like predatory and that like old societies didn't have it for like the reason that like, you know, the problem, whatever. He has a book on debt. It's cool. But he has another one on like bullshit jobs about like how most jobs at like Fortune 500 companies are like bullshit. That like you just like answer an email all day, but you need to be like super qualified for it. I don't know. I just felt like you would like him. I forget
Yeah.
the jumping off point for that, but I remember when I was like setting up today and you guys were coming, I was like, I wonder if Matt knows about that guy. He did pass away. He's dead. He died pretty young. He
They
had, like,
killed him.
Maybe. Yeah. Like low key.
Yeah.
But he had like an internal bleeding issue.
Yeah.
Damn.
Every night, some government agent came in, gave him internal bleeding.
Yeah.
shot blood.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Just
yeah, 'cause
jab
all
it.
that shit is bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's even the bullshit jobs. That's debt too. Because it's the idea of you can't get qualified for a job like that unless you have the resources to take on that debt. You know what I mean?
Right.
Where it's like credit's not a real thing.
Yeah, it's all
like,
big.
yeah.
It's all a big game of
So it's like
leverage.
it's like any person could get that job. It's like they just can't though. It's just like
Right.
no, stay at McDonald's. Come on.
You know,
Um,
dude, I saw a McDonald's commercial on YouTube earlier, and it was like 1 out of every 8 people have worked at a McDonald's,
Yeah.
and it's great. And I was
Yeah.
like, 1 out of every 8 people, like,
Yeah, but that counts
Y'all are
like people that are
crazy.
like in for a day and are like, I gotta leave. You know what I mean?
yeah, I
Okay.
guess
1 in
you're
8
right.
people have suffered a shift.
Yeah, dude, what
Yeah.
a hilarious restaurant.
Yeah.
What are we at for time, Micah?
Hour 40. So
We gotta keep going. This is the last
no,
one.
we should probably wrap
Shut
up.
up.
I'm ready to wrap up.
Never.
We're
Stop.
not. So, yeah, debt is bullshit though. You know what I mean?
Like, you care about debt.
What?
You don't care about debt.
I don't give a fuck
That
about
you're the
debt.
problem, bro.
Yeah, it is a big problem. I
You're-
agree.
You're the problem
Why am I the problem?
because you don't care about it.
Yeah, I was just joking around.
I felt it.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, and we'll also. Yeah, I don't want to have it.
That's the
Um,
dream.
Yeah, I think this summer I'm gonna live stream myself walking to a bank every day, and I'll just keep saying, "Money's not real, money's not real," but I won't yell it. So they'll say, "You have to leave." I'll say, "No, I don't. No, I don't. Give me change for my money. Give me change. I'm a customer."
You just give them $1 at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me pennies, and I throw it in the trash. But I'll do that every day because I have freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. I am not disturbing, and I'm not loitering. You can't get me off the premises.
I am not resisting.
Yeah. 'Cause
Damn.
people need to hear. You know, people. Hey, I want to deposit some money. Don't give it to them.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love guys like that who like get like what's wrong with stuff, but at the same
Yeah.
time, like I get
It's hard to.
like I always sound like a
thinking.
conservative when I talk to people who believe those things because it's like stuff like that is set up incorrectly, like on purpose, but also like serves a function and like how people like live their lives, and it's like if you mess with it, like there was that scene in The Big Short where they're celebrating that like they've been right this whole time, like for years people were telling them that they were wrong and they were finally right and the economy's crashing and they're going to be rich forever, and the Brad Pitt's like every 1% that like the S&P 500 goes down, 40,000 people die.
Yeah.
And it's like one of those things where it's like mass, like, you know, like just a renovation of like Western financial thought is like what I believe in. But like every action I've seen like taken against that is always like feels like people are just shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah. It's so messy. You know.
Right.
This shit has to go wrong. Like that's what one of the things like the Hunger Games is like. Gale is like he's like, oh, he's too far because he drops bombs on his own people to make it look like the capital
false
is like
flag
evil,
attack, yeah.
and he kills like Katniss's like sister, and she's like, you shouldn't have done that, and he's like, I kind of had to, and it's like he's kind of right a little bit, you know what I mean? But he's also wrong. But it's like that's the thing, you know.
I think the only thing I've seen
Shit's
that's like
messy.
an alternative to that is like the Rosa Parks thing where
Yeah.
like so you have a change you want to see, and so you do like a really like careful like, and I've seen this with like people doing like co-ops and stuff, like they live in these like economically like isolated communities where there is no money and stuff, and they all live off like this farm that they all co-own and there's like shared ownership and stuff, and it's like one of those things where if you set up something like that, like obviously like the big like the rule of law, people who like want to see things keep going the way they've been going are gonna smack you down. They're gonna tell Rosa Parks to get off the bus. But then you would like politicize that and you go, isn't this fucked up? Then you can get people on their side. But then since like that success, we've seen like, and my like the conspiracy theorist in me thinks like this is on purpose, that like people will like poison the well of like advocacy in order to like, it's like COINTELPRO shit where like there's like revolutionaries who believe in a good thing and they put like an undercover cop in there to like do bad shit to make them look bad. Like it's just like once you enter like this like that, it's also messy. Like less death but politically messy in a way that's just like a headache forever.
Yeah, I'm just saying like how they, it's like how much can you bend to like not cause a scene when it's like you need to cause a scene, you know? It's like sometimes it's like you can do nothing, like even like Colin Kaepernick, took a fucking knee, most respectful thing you can do. People are like he fucking hates America. What he hates the fucking cops. They protect us.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know what I mean? Take a
He's
knee,
just
chill.
a cop killer, you know.
He's not a cop killer.
Guys,
He's
we have to
Colin
move on.
Kaepernick.
We have to
For-
move
for-
on,
For every
guys.
NFL guy that takes a knee, 40,000 cops die.
Boom.
That's the rule.
That would be awesome, dude.
Shouldn't have done it.
They
All
all
right,
have heart attacks.
guys. We've been doing this since November.
25 weeks.
25 weeks.
Yeah.
25 episodes.
25 weeks.
Wow.
Can you guys believe it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a fun ride.
It's been awesome.
It's definitely been something. What do you have any takeaways?
I mean, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I know more about like consistently like maintaining like, you know, social media.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I didn't look at YouTube analytics before this.
Yeah.
And it's cool. And we have people who actually watch it and strangers who leave comments.
Yeah.
And
That's always
it's pretty
funny.
cool. Joey, do you have any takeaways?
Yeah, similar thing. I think, like, consistently, like, having, like, a project that you, 2 parts, like, consistently working on something is, like, a really rewarding thing where, like if you'd asked me, like, how many of these we're going to do, I would have been like, oh, maybe, like, 10. And, like, 10 would have been cool, but,
Yeah.
like, there's, like, a momentum to it. You get to 25
Right.
eventually. And then also, like, as far as, like, the social aspect of it, where it's like if I wanted to do a podcast or a blog or something by myself, I think it would have been so much like worse, you know, like just kind of having like multiple brains on something. Like our format is like so like limited and casual, but I think because there's more people involved, it becomes better than it would have been had it just been me.
Absolutely.
And that was something that like you could have explained to me and I would have understood, but I think like I know that now. Like no one know it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I would never do the Murph Dogcast. No offense. But yeah, I think we got at least like 5 good ones in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right?
That's your
I think
takeaway?
That's what, I think we got like these 5 like heaters
Mm-hmm.
in there, which I think is
Yeah.
good. Episode 3, episode 21. Sorry, I don't know.
We're gonna get
no,
those 5
yeah.
tattooed on us after.
Yeah, yeah, it's like a gap. It's like 3 and then the last 4. Yeah, we've had some good ones. It's been like fine. You know, it's a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
what have you like? I don't know.
Learned.
How have you changed? You know.
I mean, I guess I could put it on a resume or something.
Yeah, sure.
Editing, you know, recording, stuff like that.
It's true.
Yeah, I don't know. I've become pissed at how the school computers just every time I try to edit a podcast, it just stops showing the WAV files. It's like, oh, cool. I just can't see any of the peaks or anything.
Yep.
Just go blind on this one.
Yep.
So that's fun.
Yeah. It's just
Um, Yeah. Maybe I should start throwing limiters on shit. Stop worrying about stuff so much. It's less to take away. You know what I mean? On those hard days, I'm just like, boom, limiters. Send it out. Did that
Yep.
today.
Yep.
Damn.
But yeah, there's like 3 episodes that I like just checked the settings and then exported, did not watch. So there's like 3 out there that I don't know what are in them,
Yeah.
and I gotta check those out eventually. Do you guys think you'll rewatch episodes? Have you rewatched episodes?
I'll like usually before you guys come, I'll listen to last week's one for a few minutes. Have I gone back to any past that? Like maybe
Yeah.
once or twice. I think as we get like farther and farther,
Yeah.
I'll go back more.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, no,
Dude.
same as Joey.
Yeah.
I'll probably go back a few times. I'll probably go back in like 50 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like-
For the 305 cast.
And be like, Kieran Jr., come to the TV.
Yeah, look at your pops. Look how funny he is. Because I'll watch them when I'm editing them, you know, so I'll watch the whole
Right.
thing. And it's funny because sometimes I'll edit them like the day after, and that's like I don't think about it. But then sometimes I'll edit it the week after, and then I'll realize that for the past week I've been saying the same things to multiple people. I'll say like the same exact way.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I'll be like, "Oh, I just watched Superman. And, he goes fucking bad." And I'll say it the same exact way. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Fuck, this is bullshit."
That's awesome.
I'm a
So-
fraud.
Yeah. Sometimes I want to just edit them fast, so I don't do that.
Yeah.
So sometimes you gotta say the same bit like 3 times.
Of course. Yeah.
No,
life.
yeah.
Yeah, if
But
it's
I'm
a new
like,
person.
Different
Damn.
audiences.
Yeah.
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 No, this has been fun.
It's been cool.
Yeah, it's been something. Yeah. 503
I would do it again.
all day.
Hell yeah.
503 podcast all day.
All day.
All night.
All night.
Yeah.
That's crazy. We've never done that before.
We have.
We have?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
Early-
done it.
Yeah, I've done it.
Word.
I've done it
Word.
probably episode 6, 7. Check it out.
Check it out. Episode 6.
No, it's probably on group therapy episode. I think I said that maybe. The one before then, or 11, 12.
Mm.
I want to like rewatch them, but I'll study them, so I don't know exactly. You talking about episode 3? Like, you talking about Kieran's dream on episode 13? I remember that shit.
Dog.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to start working on the documentary about this.
Well, that's what the summer's for.
Yeah,
So,
503 Doc coming soon.
damn.
It's like
Come-
just clearly different people.
Yeah, or yeah, we have like it's like handheld camera coming in as we're filming, and it's Kieran's just like like I like dogs, and it's like dramatic.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, it's like, Kieran, what the fuck were you talking about? Like drop the mics.
Yeah, we're all in the editing room, like,
Yeah,
to-
or we're all
in
screaming,
tuxes.
or it's
Yeah.
but it's like before, it's like documentaries about or biopics about a band. It's like the performance is fine, but before and after there's so much drama.
Yeah.
So
Right.
before we're like, guys, okay, let's just fucking record. Let's get it together. And
Yeah.
like, guys, what's up? And then it's like afterwards, it's like, guys, you're fucking ridiculous. I'm taking the hard drive. Some shit like that.
Yeah.
Fuck this. Like, breaking
You open the
mics.
door and we're like on like a ledge, like we had to
Yeah.
climb up here.
Yeah, maybe we should do a biopic instead of a documentary.
Yeah,
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
would actually be a really cool idea to do a biopic on somebody who's still alive and do the parts that they haven't lived yet.
Or we had, I was just saying that. Like, we should do biopic just about these 25 weeks, but make it totally not true.
These could both be done.
But yeah, I guess we could do a biopic of what happens after this
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, we do one that like culminates in the 305 podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Kieran would die you would die in a fucking duel.
Yeah.
You freak. You're crazy.
Who-
You would die in a duel because you have some crazy debt to someone.
It's from the 6 cameras I bought.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
not like a money debt. Like you did somebody wrong.
Right. Yeah.
It's like you owe us your head.
hmm
You know what I mean?
Right.
Do you think Joey could get into that?
I'm getting chased
Sure.
by like monks, like across
Yeah, exactly.
continents.
Dude,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
I would watch that movie.
Yeah, you accidentally destroyed someone's sacred. Oh, no, the camera stopped.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, guys, it's been a fun ride.
Yeah.
It's been real. Love you guys.
25.
Love you guys as well.
The end.
Love y'all.
Bye bye.
Nobody does it better. Makes me feel sad for the rest. Nobody does it half as good as you. Baby, you're the best.
I'm at 10 seconds right now. I'm at 10 seconds right now, bro.
What? I tried to hide from your love, but like heaven above me, the spy who loved me is keeping all my secrets safe tonight, and nobody does it better. Those me from running, but just keep it coming. How'd you learn to do the things you do? And nobody does it better. Makes me feel sad for the rest. Nobody does it half as good as you, baby, baby, darling, you're the best. Baby, you're the best. Baby, you're the
Damn.
That's all.